What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. I'm actually filming the same day that I just filmed last week's video on, so I hope that you took that video in. I hope you guys enjoyed the introduction of the Delmonico Red Cummins that we just got on the channel. I'm filming because we're getting right into the mods, like I said in that video, and the first mod is going to be tint. I can't really have a vehicle without tint, just driving a fishbowl around, and so that's the first thing I do to every vehicle I get. And I wasn't going to film a video just on tints because everybody does it now and everything, but this one's a little bit different because I'm actually doing full windshield this time. All my vehicles that I've daily driven, probably 8 or 10 of them at this point, I've always done tinted windows on, but what I normally do for vehicles, I normally tint the front windows about 20%, which matches the factory rear windows at around 18. I always do that no matter what, and then what I also normally do is a brow across the top of the windshield, just like I did in my Chevy, just like I did in a bunch of other of my vehicles. But this time, like I said, I want to do the entire windshield because it looks so damn good. So that's why I'm kind of documenting this. That's why I'm going to make this even video for you guys, just to kind of document it for myself, share it with you guys, my experience, my thoughts, how it drives, like how dark it looks at night. So the only difference is I'm still going to do factory 20% like on the side windows, but I don't know if I'm going to do 50% on the windshield or 35%. Now 35 looks so damn good, but I'm afraid it might be a little too dark, and I don't want to be like pulled over constantly, especially with wide wheels and tires that are on their way. So that's why I'm doing this. So I'm about to drop the truck off. So I want to get a couple befores and afters. Basically, I'm going to drive now on this wet, dreary, rainy day home. So you'll get a nice before, just, you know, how it came factory, and I'll give you a nice drive around tonight. And then after the windows get done and the windshield, we'll do the same driving in a nice dreary Pennsylvania day during the daylight to see what it looks like, and then at nighttime. Alright, so like I said, I'll come to this exact spot after I get the windows done and the windshield done. But nice, normal, wet, dreary day in Pennsylvania. Ironically, last week it was beautiful and sunny out, 70 degrees every day. This week it's like 40s, like I said, it's 43 it looks like. 43, and it's dark. It's dark and wet and rainy. So this is obviously normal windshield with no tint on it, and then the side windows with no tint on it as well. I think they do actually come factory 70%. They call it privacy tint. So this is a normal. I mean, obviously I have no issues. Why would I? Because there's no tint on it. And then the factory back windows, which are 20%. So I'll catch you here in a second when it's dark outside. Alright guys, and here is some nighttime. It's like 8:30 at night, so I'll try to get 8:30 at night after the tints. And this is what it looks like out the windshield with no tint. And the side windows. See, at nighttime you could definitely tell there's a little bit of difference on the side windows. But windshield, this is it. So this is through a neighborhood with no like street lights or anything like that. And these are not my high beams or anything. These are just standard old halogen lights. One thing I kind of wish I did do was get the upgraded LED light package on these trucks, and it probably would make it a little bit easier, but I don't have it. So these are the old halogen lights that come on these Rams. This is the front windshield, 8:30 at night-ish with no window tint. So, and here's again a look at the back. You can't even see out the back right now, but this is it. So I'll do the same exact thing here in a couple seconds once I get the tint on. Alright, not to shy away from the content of the video here real quick at all, but I do owe these guys right here, Strappino, I owe these guys a review on their straps, probably back in November, December now. They sent me a bunch of their self-retractable straps, which the idea itself is phenomenal, but the problem is, for like what I use straps for, like tying down my side-by-side and my motorcycle, they just unfortunately don't work. So if I tied stuff down the bed of my truck, they work fine. The hook goes fine there, the hook goes fine on the other side. Like, the best part about these straps is there's no excess. You don't have to do this and tie the strap up, the tail up of your strap itself. It self-retracts, so it goes inside there. It's a really easy system, and I like the idea a lot. The concept is phenomenal. The problem is, and Strappino, I know you're listening, the whole problem is these hooks. These hooks aren't big enough to go over anything important whatsoever. But like I said, if you're using it for your truck bed itself, you're fine. But my issue is where I strap my side-by-side down on my trailer, you kind of see where a strap's at. I have to strap it down right there on the frame, And this hook isn't going around that frame. Then on the outside here, I strapped to a crossbar, like an upright, and the hook also is not big enough to go on that. So, and then the rear of this thing is pretty similar. I go to this is like the actual receiver hitch. This is where you're supposed to tow from. So it'll go on, but you see it's still not big enough to let this actually latch. And then I go to a D-ring. Same thing, unfortunately. This will kind of go in a D-ring, but it also kind of will not. It's still not big enough. So the idea itself, the concept is great. I love it, guys. I'm not trying to beat your product up, but I am going to give a non-biased review. You just need to have bigger hooks. That's it, bigger hooks. That's the same thing with my motorcycle as well. These hooks will not go around the obviously D-ring on my trailer, but they will not go around the handlebars of my bike at all. So there's nowhere on the side-by-side I can actually use and strap this thing down with. So the product, the idea is great, it's phenomenal. I'm definitely going to keep these around just for using in my truck bed. But for what I actually use straps for in real life scenarios, hauling stuff with my trailer, these unfortunately do not work. So if you came out with another prototype with a bigger hook there, my camera will focus, I'll buy tons of these. I honestly will. So please don't be mad about the review. I think the idea is great, but they just don't work for my everyday usage. So thank you, Strappino, once again. Don't be mad. All right, guys, got the truck back from the tint shop and I'm blown away. I'm so happy I went with the full windshield tints. There's just something about window tint that just makes you feel like not invincible, but just makes you feel so private, and it feels so good to have tint back. So like, I only drove this truck for a week without tint, so realistically I can't cry. I can't cry about it. I had the truck for a couple days without tint, and it's completely tinted, and I think it looks so good. I ended up going with 35% on the windshield, and I'm very happy I did that. So check this thing out, let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, now the sun decided to come out today in Pennsylvania, so not the best comparison because the other day when I filmed it was not as bright out, but this is it. This is the after effect with 35% windshield tint, full shield tint. You could barely tell, honest to God. And here's the side windows of 20. So you can tell a slight difference between 35 on a windshield and 20 on the side windows, but it's not bad. You cannot really tell that this thing is tinted from the inside, and it looks so good from the outside. Very happy with it, very happy. All right, guys, here we are, 8:40 at night again after the windows got tinted. This is what you see from the front windshield. So honestly, I think the camera makes it look a lot worse. These are high beams. Like I said, I don't have the LED package, so they're not as bright as they probably could be if I had the LED lights. And here's my side windows, which you can't actually see anything. And my camera's yelling at me saying low light. So in person though, it's not bad. It's really not bad at all. But this is a good after at nighttime. Same neighborhood, no street lights, and there's a car coming. You can't even tell. There's like, you don't get that glare in your eyes anymore. So here's an after with 35% windshield tint. Alright, stock truck obviously just now with window tints, and I must say it looks so good. Here's the side view. Here's the side view here. Like I did on all my other vehicles, 20% on the front to match the factory rear, which looks pretty damn close. So I don't know what I want to do with these pillars yet. Like I said in the last video, I don't know if I'm going to remove this completely because that's matte and the windows are like, you know, nice and shiny gloss black, or I don't know if I'm just going to remove that completely and just run it without, or get that wrapped black, like a gloss black, so that way it matches so it looks like one full window, because that does kind of bug me now. And then as far as the windshield, look at that. Look how damn good this windshield turned out. That's 35% full windshield, and I do believe the camera probably makes it look a little bit darker than it really is. And it is a lot sunnier than it was last video, so take that for what it's worth, but you could still see in, kinda. Here's this side. Looks like a mirror. I love every second of it. And look, you could still see through. You could see through. And if you open the door, look at that. You can't even tell there's windshield tint on this thing, and then here's the side windows. So, I'm very happy with that. I think it looks super good. What do you guys think? Drop a comment, let me know. For anyone concerned about like legalities of this, I live in Pennsylvania. Windshield tint is completely illegal. So to be completely fair, so are side windows. You can do anything in the rear on trucks and SUVs in Pennsylvania. The side windows, the front side windows, technically 70% is what's legal, and that's what comes on these trucks. 70%, which is privacy glass, but it's obviously not very private, so it is now, which is great. So technically, the side windows are always illegal in PA, and for windshield definitely is. So I've passed the multitude of cops right now. Like, I've actually had this done for about 4 days. I've been driving around for about 4 days before I got to film this segment in the video. And I'll be honest with you, it does scare me a little bit driving past some cops, but I've been lucky so far. No one has bothered me about it yet. So I will definitely update you guys here in the future if I start to get bothered a lot from the windshield tint in general. But that's it. I'm going to link the guys who do all my tint jobs in the description below. Advantage Window Tinting. I've taken almost 12 of my vehicles there. I've recommended so many people to those guys, and I will constantly do it. Support local business, and they are great. They're great people. It looks damn good, I think. So the only thing I don't know, I did the full windshield, which I like, but I'm so used to having a brow. I don't know if I'm going to go back and get like a brow over top of the windshield tint. We'll see. Time will tell. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys could get a pretty good comparison before and after on my day and night shots. And that's all I got. Stay tuned, because I'm actually going home right now to film and put my wheels on this truck. Yes, I've had wheels for this truck for well over a month, and I've only had the truck for about 2 weeks now. So wheels are going on, so the very next video you guys are gonna see is wheels. So that's why I'm kind of excited and wanting to get this video wrapped up so I can go home and do that. So like the video if you haven't already, subscribe, join the family, join New Cummins build, and I'll see you guys next week with wheels. Peace.